Welcome back to WWE 2K22 MyRise. I am your host, Attack Slug, and yes, we're talking to Mark Thompson once again.
I am a huge fan of Japanese wrestling. Strong style for life? Get it? Because of my social media name, Mark for Life. Never mind. Do you think you could beat Shinsuke Nakamura in a strong style match? There's something about matches that are all about hard-hitting, gritty physicality.
Does this game have a strong style match option that I'm not aware of? Sure, okay. Bring on the king of strong style.
The king of strong style has arrived. Yeah, get ready. We're about to see the brutal striking ability of Shinsuke Nakamura on display. Shin is a true international superstar.
He loves to surf.
And his opponent from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura!
You know, think about Shinsuke Nakamura, Corey. He just has this relaxed confidence about him. Of course, that's the confidence that comes with knowing you are the king. Shinsuke Nakamura truly lives a rockstar lifestyle. What would you know about a rockstar lifestyle, Saxton? Yeah. They wouldn't even let you be a roadie. Yeah. Or a groupie.
So, it's not quite the same these days without having Rick Boogs doing the intro and Pat on the desk dancing around, and that whole thing just kind of really accentuates that entrance to a whole different level. But this, what is strong style rules? I don't know what that means. I don't, alright, so by knockout or submission only, no top rope, that's not, what? That's weird. I've seen plenty of matches in New Japan, which is where you get that from in the first place, that had top rope maneuvers. Hello, Kota Ibushi. Come on now. So, and strong style is not by knockout. There are pinfalls in strong style. Like, it's a way of mind, not necessarily a match rule per se. So, that's weird to define it as such in a video game like that. Like, you know, you want to have a match by knockout, that's fine, but saying we're doing it as a strong style rules, like, that's not really what that is, and there's a grave misunderstanding of what that whole thing means. And again, if this game is being made by people who primarily watch WWE, then they wouldn't know. I get it. But go watch some New Japan. Go watch some classic New Japan, if you will. So, you know, even like 10 years ago, New Japan. Like, current day is fine, but man, there was certainly a golden era there for a bit. And it was quite excellent. Like, the ascension of Okada as the main guy is just beautiful stuff. Anyhow, it's still a weird, they would define it as that in, hey, by knockout and don't do any dives. And granted, I am a high flyer, so that is a problem for me. But, sure, I'll keep on doing combos on Nakamura and knock him out. That's fine, whatever. Do what you gotta do, right? Do what you got to do. Shinsuke, nope. Sorry, that ain't happening. 1916. Ask Balor, he knows, back when he was Devitt. Anyhow, here is the stomp. Boom. And one more for good measure, because it's by knockout or submission. So let's just do a slug exploder. And then we knock him out. Okay. What a weird thing. Leave it to that doofus Mark to misunderstand what strong style actually means in terms of professional wrestling. So, now we can go back to the pool hall and talk to Drew Gulak. What up, coach?
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. I know you've had some success here on SmackDown, but I have some constructive criticism if you're mature enough to handle it.
I'd like to think I am. What is it?
I found some holes in your game. Several, in fact. And if you don't repair those holes, they'll get bigger and bigger, and you'll never make it to the next level.
Really?
Yes, really. You can ignore what I'm saying and accept mediocrity, or you can take my advice, train hard, and better yourself.
I've been world champion, but okay.
I don't know. What do you get out of all this?
Other than the satisfaction of helping someone become the best version of themselves? Potentially a tag team partner. But only if you accept my help and address your weaknesses. I can make a slideshow if it'll help make this any clearer.
PowerPoint only, I'm sorry.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Okay, so what's your answer? Do you want my help or no?
Let's do it.
I want to be the best I can be. So let's do this.
Great! I'm going to run you through an intense program of challenges that will pinpoint and correct each of your weaknesses. First up, your toughness. From what I've seen, it's lacking.
Agree to disagree.
No, agree to agree. To fix this deficiency, I want you to go start a fight with Riddle and win. Got it?
All right.
Training day. I mean, I've beaten Riddle multiple times. My overall in the game is 99th, maxed out on every single bar you can max it out on, but okay. It's one of those things where playing through this thing in a non-linear fashion is going to increase the amount of cognitive dissonance you encounter as you approach these missions. So, like, because you're playing them out of order, and there is no predefined, preset order to them, you can definitely get into things where it's like, man, you're not important enough. Like, but I've been world champion. On NXT, on Raw, I'm currently the IC champion. Like, there's no reason for Drew to say, all right, you're not good enough. And I'm like, babe, what? Huh? Huh? All I have left to do now is beat Roman Reigns, and that's going to be the end of this chapter. And we're not there yet, obviously, but we're getting there. 1916, on the concrete, repeatedly to knock out Mr. Riddle, who I've already beaten in a cage. I've already beaten him irregularly. I've won and won and won again against this bro. So what is there left to prove against the bro who runs the show? Also, a chair here is missing. That's intriguing. But sure. Knock it over. Put it right here. And get hit by... And get hit. And get hit. And get hit. What? Really? V-trigger to my face? I don't appreciate that, Mr. Matt Riddle. Relax yourself. Relax yourself. DDT on that concrete. What I want to do is put this here and actually set it up and don't knock me over! Ugh. Can't do anything with these clowns because they don't stay down and sell the moves long enough to actually get anything set up properly. Dingus. Just stay down. Now you can get up. Now you can get up because I'm going to put you over here on this table. Or not. Or not. Or we're going to have another Jeff Hardy situation here. Or he could have... What? What? Nah. There we go. But I'm too far now from this table to actually get him onto it without him reversing. Maybe? Alright. That was just barely. Just barely. Climbing. Good. Dive! Nice! I did it. I did it. It happened. That was pretty good. Both men actually were down for a little bit there and kind of sort of sold that. But hey. It's not over yet, Mr. Matt Riddle. Because... Rainmaker! And the backstage finish, we have a straight jacket German suplex, and you're done. Okay, Coach Gulak, how was that?
I saw what you did against Riddle. Could have been worse.
I took down one of the toughest guys on the roster, and that's all you can say?
It was a step in the right direction, but you have more leaks in your boat to repair if you want to be the best version of yourself.
Okay, so what leak are we fixing next?
I see holes in your submission game. Prove me wrong in a submission match. And I'll be out there watching in person, so no shortcuts. Because...
Shortcuts are bad?
No, we've been over this. If you take shortcuts, you get cut short. Now come on, start paying attention and don't let me down.
That's the first time he's told me that, so... Okay. So who will suffer the wrath of the Claw here on the show today. Who wants that Baron von Raschke in their face? It is Cesaro, the Swiss cyborg, the Swiss Superman, pound for pound, etc., etc. We know. Cesaro is great. We're waiting for him to show up somewhere else in Wrestle, hopefully soon. But at the moment, kind of just doing his coffee thing, I suppose, and doing some Twitch streaming, I suppose. So perhaps the fact that recently Eddie Kingston, wearing a classic Sarah Del Rey t-shirt, and supposedly Cesaro, married to Sarah Del Rey, was a shot, and those two have some history from Chikara that is unfinished business from when Cesaro left for WWE. So, sure, could we see Cesaro in AEW? Certainly, possible. I would say, if so, perhaps after the next pay-per-view in May 6th, May 8th, one of those two things, I forget. But yes, early May is the next AEW pay-per-view. Not the hardest part of the ring, Cesaro! Good lord. But honestly, for me personally, give me Claudio in the G1. Give me Bryan in the G1. Like, it did wonders for Moxley. Put those boys in that G1 tournament. I want to see all kinds of matchups, and that tournament allows for those kinds of matchups. And that's, just do it. Just do it. Give me those guys in the G1 and make my dreams come true. But we don't know yet. We'll see. They have not yet announced the people who are in this year's G1. I think we have dates for it, but not the actual people who are in it. So that remains to be seen. And you can see right now, his head is in the yellow, and that means we will hopefully run him roughshod, if at all, possible, with these hard-hitting affairs, hard-hitting strikes. And can I tap out Cesaro? Can I make that a reality? Leg drop. So, because we want additional head damage, we will skip the stomp and go to even stronger than the stomp, and that is ye olde Pepsi, a plunge, and he reversed it. Well, look, at least when that gets reversed, it is less damage than taking that freaking RKO. So, it is what it is. But, unfortunately, that means I don't have my SIG anymore. And I will hopefully have my finish shortly here, but not quite yet. So, there it is. Now then, Cesaro, get yourself stunned and submitted and tapped out to the freaking rope break. Oh my god. That's garbage. You know it. I know it. No sold it. No sold it. Please no uppercut. Please no gotch style. Please. Please, please. But also, it's a submission match, so that don't really matter that much. Besides just more damage for your boy. And I don't want that from Cesaro, because it's still Cesaro. So, just, the animation there on the 1916 is not working at all. How do I do it? I thought it was just down and circle, but I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. The strength, the power, the scoop slam, you can't pin me, dummy. You can't pin me. And double stomp, missed him. Missed him. So, how do let's do one of these. And then, let's try circle. No. On the ground. Kick. I don't think I have a submission besides my finish. So, problematic. But his head is going to be so red. So red. Now, I need you to not be in a position here, Cesaro, where you're going to get out of this claw. Because your head is deep red right now, so it is time for the claw. Now, do not rope break me as I hit the claw and you tappa, tappa, tappa. Are you satisfied, Mr. Gulak? We'll find out on the show. Next time, cutting it short for today. Gonna save my game. Gonna see you next time, right here. I'm Attack Slug. More videos on this channel. And I'm out.